Good morning! I don't think you can handle this. Morning, Adele. Morning, Lauren. Morning, Leanne. I'm just going to let you know, I cannot see the comments today. Mercury is in retrograde and it is messing me up. Vanessa, hi. Handle this. Come on, girls. Good morning. Woo! Morning, Rachel. Morning, Chloe. Good morning, Kathleen. I'm having to turn my head a little bit today. In fact, what I might do is something a little bit naughty. Because I might twizzle it round. You ready? Morning, Isabel. Morning, Adele. Am I on sideways for you guys or am I straight up? You better tell me. Julie, hi. I don't think you're ready for this, jelly. Oh no. My body's too bootylicious for you, baby. Can you handle this? Can you handle this? Can you handle this? I don't think you can handle this. I've got my own wind machine. I'm sideways. Right, okay, let's twist it. Is that better? Why am I sideways? Bloody Mercury retrograde. I set it all up perfect as well. Morning, Nunza. Hello, Leanne. Sideways. Maram, hello. I just don't think they're ready for this jelly, do you? So yeah, I've opened the door. It's really, really windy out there. Got my own Beyonce, like, wind machine. Ooh. Ooh. Wonder why. Do you know what? I'm really, I'm a bit cross with Mercury retrograde because that was working really well earlier. She's back. Yes, Kathleen, morning. Rebecca, morning. I just don't think you're ready for this jelly, kids. I think my body might just be a little bit too bootylicious for you. Let me turn it and make sure it's right. Right. Do you know what's amazing though about these girls? Not just because they are Destiny's Child, but their mums made their outfits. That's good, isn't it? I don't think you're ready for this jelly. Well, I think they might be ready for it actually, girls. I think you might be ready for a little bit of jelly, might you? I don't think you're ready, Beyonce. We might have to just pause her a little bit. She carries on with her jelly quite a lot, doesn't she? Good morning! Good morning, good morning, good morning. I cannot believe that I have set this up so well this morning and then all of a sudden it's gone, no. You're not going to be on sideways. You're going to be on straight up. Don't mess around. You're not some kind of TV professional, you know. I'm in full-blown goddess mode, just basking in the bath with my breakfast smoothie. Oh, my word, that sounds amazing, Chloe. Right. Join in harmony in the Church of the Shamanic Sisterhood for our early morning prayer. Yes, you know it. It's the catchphrase that pays. Come on, ladies. Let me know. Are you ready? What a fucking week. Oh, yeah. What a week. Again. Every bloody week it's the same, isn't it? I mean, it's the same but different. Oh, my word. So, anybody else had a what a fucking week time? So this week, it feels like it's been forever and it's also been short again. But certainly we have had some very interesting aspects that have happened this week. And I am so excited, not just for you, but for me to be able to say that this week there is going to be so much more excitement. Yes, because I just don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready. But we're going to try anyway. They're so extra. Thanks about the earrings. My friend makes them. I'll put the link up in the group. But they're so extra. I was like, I'm going extra. Going extra. Extra, extra. Read all about it. So, this week, we just had Mars move out of Pisces. And if any of you were in the Shamanic Sisterhood over the week, you'll have seen that I went out into the torrential rain the day that Mars was finishing his, woo, it's windy, the day that he was finishing his turn of the zodiac on the very, very last degree in Pisces. And the 29th degree it's a really powerful degree of any of the signs, but this was the very, very last degree of the zodiac. So for Mars, that's the end of his cycle. It's done. It's done, done, done. So whatever happened 2 years ago, whatever started then, it has now come to fruition. And only last night, he moved from those watery depths of the Pisces energy, which was, you know, Mars is our individual will in this middle of this ocean that just kind of takes you over. It's really hard to kind of get things going. But he's now in his home sign of Aries. And not only is he there for a usual stay of his normal 6 to 7 weeks, but this time he is there for 6 months because of an extended retrograde period. And this is very, very exciting. This hasn't happened for 32 years and won't again for 47. So this is a real shift point. And last week I talked about the eclipses and the double new moon in Cancer and how the solstice had actually moved. Hi Natalie, had actually moved the axis of the earth had shifted and we were now into phase 2 of the game. So when Mars has now clicked into his first sign, his one sign, the sign of his home, fire, initiation, the I am, the me, the my, the warrior, the cutting through, I can do this. It's very, very powerful. And because he's going to be there for the rest of the year, you can really now start to see that impetus of what is going to shift and change. So from January, we had, and I mentioned this a lot, the Jupiter and the Pluto conjunction that really sparked off all of this shift and this movement globally, pulling down the structures. Good morning, Chantal. Good morning, Ali. Pulling down our structures globally and at home. And then we saw Saturn moving into Aquarius and starting the restrictions because he was in the sign of humanity and yet he is the restrictor. And this week what we will see is that Jupiter and Pluto conjunction again. It's part of a 3-way series. So they joined, they went forward, they then both went retrograde. They're joining again now in retrograde, and they'll join again when they go forward in November. Not to join again in this way for another couple of decades, and that will be in Aquarius. So we're at this hinge point, and I mentioned this last week. You know, we are now seeing the second part of this Jupiter-Pluto conjunction at the same time as the axis has turned, at the same time as a triple eclipse, which is rare, and we're inside of that tunnel. Right at the same time as Mars moves into his home sign, the initiator, for 6 months. And all of this with a week where Venus has now started going direct. She is direct in Gemini. And another amazing aspect that I'll discuss later is Mercury and the Sun, Cazimi, that means they come together, and at the same time they trine Uranus, which is an amazing surprise and insight. And all of that is happening this week. So Whereas we've had a lot of weeks where there's been heavy energy, confusing energy, shifting energy, energy that's taken us all the way down, you know, a whole lot of retrograding energy. We're now actually starting to see some movement forward despite those retrogrades. Because, you know, let's remember, Pluto, Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury, Neptune, they're all still in retrograde. But I want you guys to see that retrograde as retrospect. Look again. Respect. Respect yourself. Respect your values. Respect where you are. Look again from a new perspective, from your broader consciousness. If you've been with me through this journey of the Shamanic Sisterhood, you are absolutely bound now to be able to expand, to be able to see from different perspectives, to be able to hold a number of perspectives at the same time. You're learning how not to judge. You're learning how not to judge yourself. And this is a progress. This is something that we learn day in, day out. It's an undoing. And that's what these retrogrades are showing us, the great undoing. And this week, when we have Pluto, the king of transformation, the king of the underworld, Hades, that, you know, that devil himself, meeting Jupiter. Remember, Jupiter is his brother. It's Zeus. They are brothers. But Zeus is just king of the heavens. He's king of the lightning bolts. He's king of the skies. And many of us see Zeus as positive and Hades as negative. But actually they are this dual polarity that work together. And when they come together, we have a great transformation. So there's going to be insight again right now this week that propels us forward and gives us the opportunity to look at where we have come from and how far we've travelled. Go into reflection. Have gratitude for yourself. Speak to those around you and ask them, how have you changed? What have they noticed? And really drink that in. Because it's only this way that we can give ourselves markers on this type of journey. It's through our behaviours, it's through our thoughts, it's through the way that we respond rather than react that actually gives us the measurement of our success on this kind of journey. There's no medal in personal development. There's no medal in, you know, generally growing as a conscious being. The measurement is through who you are being. And that will become apparent this week. So with Mars entering his own sign, we are going to see this passionate, this exciting, this go-getter, this initiating energy. You know, Mars is the divine masculine. He's the warrior. He's a built brick shithouse. He's absolutely hot to trot. Think of the hottest guy, or, you know, if you're not into guys, the hottest lady. Whatever it is that you're into, the hottest version of that, that's where Mars takes us. It takes us into passion. It takes us into desire. It takes us into initiation. It gives a stirring in our loins. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Alana. Hi, Sean. It really awakens our energy system. Yes, Jason Momoa, absolutely. Narjas, hello. Really, really enlivens us. So as feminines, regardless of your orientation, we have a polarity that we hold as a frequency, as a feminine. And at the moment, the feminine, Venus, has just started to move out of her reflection period, and she's going forward. She's going forward in Gemini. Remember this, girls? We've been talking about this through her retrograde. Gemini is social. It's exciting. It's digital. It's flirtatious. It says it cares about the truth, but let's be honest. It cares about getting some, where it wants, when it wants, how it wants, up, down, all around. Gemini's the twins. Gemini will take 2, 3, 4 at a time. You know, Venus is in her prime now, girls. She has moved into Gemini. She started going retrograde. She went in on herself. We looked at where our values were changing, what we cared about ourselves, where our self-worth was. We looked at how we were giving our self-worth away, our power to others to define who we are, how we be, and what makes us great. And as she now moves forward, she will travel the same ground that she has been moving through since April. And you will start to see the shifts in your consciousness. You will start to see the shifts in your value, in the way you hold yourself, in the way your sovereignty and your queendom is available to yourself. The Radiant Heart meditation was so powerful for this, so that you can hold yourself in a frequency of love, not just love for others, but love for yourself. And with all of these retrogrades, it is retrospecting. We are looking back on where we have come from. We are reflecting, remembering, revisiting. But now, as she moves forward in flirty Gemini, and Mars, that warrior, moves out of the sea and onto his fiery land, ready to take his maiden and have his feckin' way with her. Oh, Jesus, he's been swimming around in them seas far too long. There's a few mermaids down there, don't get me wrong. But you know mermaids are illusory, darling. He's now after a real goddess. And we will see this divine passion playing out in our lives. Hi, Nina. We will see this divine passion in our relationships. We're going to see it on the world stage. We're going to see this polarity start to awaken again. And right now, Saturn, still in retrograde, is going to move from that Aquarius, humanity air sign, and move back into Capricorn with Jupiter and with Pluto. It's going to get earthy, it's going to get hot, it's going to get sexy, but it's also going to shift our identities. As a collective, globally, we're going to see our structures change even more. We're going to feel like we want our carnal passions again because we've been locked in too long. And as we move into the rest of the week, that's when we will see Mercury, our personal messenger, and the way we communicate come together in retrograde with the sun, shining brightly, these two entities, who we are and how we think, coming together as he is retrograde, giving us an insight into what do I now think about myself? What is true for me now? Not what was true, but who am I right now? And as that happens in the middle of the week, it happens at exactly the point where the Sun and Mercury in Cancer, which is our roots, our home, our emotions, how we feel, it trines to Uranus, that incredible lightning bolt from the sky, in Taurus, Earth, and it brings us a moment of truth, a moment of realization, a moment where we can stand and really look in the mirror and know ourselves again from a much deeper, much wider, broader understanding, a much deeper sense of love for ourselves, a much more compassionate state where we can look in the mirror and see ourselves truly as we are, not as others define us, not as we try to write ourselves as, but who we are. And it's a moment of compassion, a moment of peace, a moment of excitement. And it takes us forward because as the week closes, we will be moving to that very last eclipse in this tunnel. The full moon in Capricorn, lunar eclipse. So with Jupiter, with Pluto, with Saturn, all moved back into Capricorn, that moon moves over that point to close the very last eclipse on the Cancer-Capricorn axis for 19 years. That's a lie. It's 9 years. Totally not 19, but it sounded good. It is powerful. It won't happen again for a decade. And once that full moon hits, we will have a completely different knowing of who we are as women, as who we are as feminine, as who we are as divine. And we will be able to walk into that initiatory energy that Mars is gifting us right now, and we will be putting it into practice. We will be creating. We will be initiating projects. We will be collaborating with other sisters. We will be doing the things we have put off for so fucking long. Mars is going to put a rocket up our arses. And this week, you're not going to be afraid of that rocket up your arse, because Venus, Mercury, and all of those beautiful heavenly bodies are starting to show you where you are a heavenly body. You, this perfect divine expression of life itself. And you will know that this week. And so that, my dear girls, my beautiful angels of the Shamanic Sisterhood, is why we invited Beyonce for a second time in 2 weeks, but now with her Destiny's sisters, her Destiny's Child, to sing that I don't think you're ready for this jelly, because my body's just a little bit too bootylicious for yow. Yes? Yes. So get ready, girls. Get ready for things to go tinkling. Get ready to initiate new projects. Get ready to pick up your warrioress spear and say, I'm going after that. It's mine. But this time to do it not with the impetus of I have to, I must, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. It's mine because I'm divine. It's mine because I am life. It's mine because I am the creator of my own reality. And that is not the law of attraction reality. It's you create your perception of yourself. You create the perception of the world. You create how you move forward. And this work is about removing anything that is in the way of that. It is the great undoing. And I promise you, this week is going to be a twister, a turner, a shifter. We're going to see people coming in from the past again. We're going to see projects that we started early April, projects that we started in June. They're all going to come back and show us a bit of promise. Things that you thought were left by the wayside are now going to tinkle their way back in. Whether that be relationships, whether that be, jobs, whether that just be ideas. It might be a health habit. It could be something about getting fit. It could be just a way of rearranging your home. But right now, it is all about bringing forward your own personal energy, sitting in your queendom, and not having 1 ounce of guilt, shame, blame, nothing. Just sovereignty. Will it feel a little bit weird getting there? Fuck yeah. Yeah. Will you cry a little bit? Probably. Will you feel elated at some points? Abso-fucking-lutely. But we are going there together. And girls, if you're in the coven, we're meeting this Thursday so that we can go through this divine energy and work it, hold it, ground it. So, oh, and by the way, if you're not in the coven, what are you doing? Why are you not in the coven? The coven has reopened for annual membership. We meet under the full moon. We meet under the new moon. We go through initiations, ceremonies. We learn to live and love and laugh and let go. And then we also have masterclasses every single month where I bring in my own sisters to teach their own wisdom, and you get exposed to loads of different teachers, and we have got an amazing roster coming up. Amazing. So I am so excited for that. So by the way, if you're in the coven, you need to send me a little message to let me know you want to stay, and I'm going to send you the links. It's so exciting. So before we get too excited, what about the drop on this though? Are you ready? Are you ready? She's back. Can you handle this? Michelle, can you handle this? Natalie, can you handle this? Chantal, can you handle this? Ali, can you handle this? Rachel, Pamela, can you handle this? Come on, Gemini. Come on, baby. Dance with me. We are going to be hot to fucking trot. I'm just trying to think, do I know anything else? There's so much going on this week. Tell me how your week is going. Rebecca, you are ready. You are a queen. Yes, Julie, come into the coven. Are you ready? Come on. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. You know the dance, don't you? She's like that. Woo. My body's too bootylicious for you. But Michelle's a bit like... You ain't leaving the coven, Leanne. You're bloody Beyonce. My body's too bootylicious for you. But they look amazing in this video. I'm going to put it in the Shamanic Sisterhood. We're going to do some retreats. And we're all dressing up as Destiny's Child. We're getting our mums to make us some clothes. I mean, those clothes. Extra, read all about it. Come on, girls. You know you need to get that Venus energy. Get that Venus energy through you. Can you handle this? And Mars is like, hell yeah, I can handle it. Give me it. I've been swimming in fucking Pisces for the past 6 weeks. Jesus. Give me some divine feminine. Woo! Gone from confusion to clarity. Now it's your time to shine. Yes! Woo! Make your booty touch the ground. Emma Stocks, hello. Come on, shake it. Shake your boobies. Can you handle all this jelly that I have? Maybe I thought I was a pop star in like a former life. Now you're not. Woo! Okay, who wants a card? Who wants a card, girls? I've gone straight back to Kyle Gray because he's ace. Can't wait to catch up on today. Woo! I don't think you're ready for this jelly. You know I love a Mars-Venus combo. Ali Chambers. Ali does somatic coaching and she's a sexy girl. Yes. You know we like a Mars and Venus combo. Who doesn't? Who doesn't like a Mars and Venus combo? Who doesn't like a little bit of heat between the sheets? I just don't think you're ready for this jelly. My body too bootylicious for you, baby. Yeah, it is actually, Beyonce. My body is actually far too bootylicious, and that's why one of my toxic habits will be to get my ass back to the gym post-lockdown. Oh yeah, it's been an interesting one, hasn't it? I think you've all been part of my noodle obsession. My noodle obsession over lockdown. Okay, are we ready for a card? Are we ready? Boogieing in the bath, right. Satnat Kumara, light activation, shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Do you know what? I forgot to tell you something. Oh, look, he's got, hello, Satnat. You've got a little ring on you today, love. Sanat, not Satnat. That's Satnav, isn't it? Probably the same thing, really. Light activation, look how fabulous he is. And he's been activated by my ring light. Do you know something? I forgot to say something to you. I think I've said it before. You are your own guide. And I know that a lot of people are saying this now. But ultimately, you are your own guide. And learning how to listen to your intuition, learning how to discern what is a need and what is a real impulse is the greatest skill you could ever learn, particularly as a woman. And that card has just reminded me of that. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Rebecca Futter, isn't it an amazing necklazo? So, it's a bit shorter today, and there's actually a shitload of energy. I mean, it is going to be busy this week. It is going to be busy, but ultimately it's going to be more fun. There's going to be more excitement. Watch though with Mars. Mars can be a temper tantrum. It can be egoic. We can get triggered. We will get triggered. We probably on a more global scale will see a bit more military action around the globe because Mars is the military. And at home, he is kind of corporal rule and military rule. So we might see something along those lines globally. We're probably going to see some really big shifts in policy and in politics. But within our own personal life, what we are going to see is much more of the individuated will. It's our will. That free will that we are given as human beings, we now have more of it, and that can either turn us into egomaniacs to do whatever it is that we want, or we are going to employ our discernment that we've been learning over the last few months, and we are going to turn into radiant creator beings. So the planet will be divided. Which side do you want to take? Do you want to be a fucking loony, or do you want to be a shining loony? Which one? I mean, when you look at them two words, you could be both, actually, to be honest. But yes. So, are we ready? Trust Mars to come in as the pubs are open next weekend. Mate, don't trust Mars to come in. Trust the pubs to open when Mars is here. This is a consequence. It's always going to be like this. The pubs open on the eclipse. A full moon. Are we mental? You know what's going to happen. Who's staying away from each other in the pub? I can't bloody wait. Right, Beyonce, are you ready? Is anybody ready for a bit more booty shaking? Come on, let me know how your week's going. What have you learnt from this morning? What would you like to implement from what we've spoken about today? What are you excited about for this week? Let me know in the comments. I really want to know. Let me know. And if you want to join the coven, you need to send me a DM. We are opening that amazing close bonded sisterhood. Oh my God, and before I forget, I have to say well done to all the launch padders. I know I've put some stuff in the Shamanic Sisterhood already, but by God, they worked hard. They put so much energy into shifting, into transformation, into creating new businesses over a period of 4 weeks. And, you know, some of them have made more money than they've made in a long time. Some of them have created audiences that are just so powerful and phenomenal. And some of them are actually starting on a journey that they have been putting off for so long. And I have to say, I am so proud to be able to guide them, but also very humbled that they trusted me and that they came together. It was the unit of these women in the Launchpad. So if you are in that sphere, I'm going to be launching Launchpad again. And some of those women are going to come into Liftoff, which is the second part. But if you are joining and you are wanting to build a business, make some money from your purpose, you need to get in my DMs and let me know, and I'll tell you all about it, how to join and what you need to do to apply. It's going to be so exciting. Julie, I'll be getting my shizzle on and kicking my own ass into gear. Adele, well done, Launchpads. Yay! Alana Spink, Warrior S. Yes, you've had a tough week, but you've done amazing. Well done. Shiny Looney. This Looney wants to shine. Mental, Chicken Oriental. Yes, Kelly B. And I hope you're all doing Kelly B's manifestation miracle meditation, because she's a super duperer. Had a rocky start at the week, and then just as predicted on Thursday night's live, Venus hit you up. Yes, she did. And you've just come into the coven. Well done, Covenista, sister. Kelly, don't hate yourself. Get out of the shite. Get yourself a chakra shower. Fucking brilliant. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you fucking ready? Are you actually ready? Can you handle this? Michelle, can you handle this? Beyonce, can you handle this? I don't think you can handle this. Woo! Kelly B's meditation is fab. Yes, it is. Woo! Activate your light. Do not be a fucking loony. Be a light-filled loony. Woo! Don't forget, I am going to be giving away one full space for the annual Coven membership next week. You need to share, you need to tag me, you need to post everywhere. I want to see you sharing. Let's grow this sisterhood, and I will be choosing somebody to join me in the Coven for a full year as my gift, and I'll also be giving away one more heart spark. Lucy's won a heart spark. Leanne's won a heart spark. There's one more left. Come on. My God, I've got my own wind machine. I don't think they can handle this. Woo! Kelly Logan, chakra shower and the radiant heart. Love you, Tinker Tits. Do you know what? That is such a good name. That is such a good name. Venus is impacting your life right now, Chantel. You shifted your shite at 3:33 this morning, Vanessa. Fair play. Tiger Tits and Tinker Tits. You know you're in the right sisterhood when that's what we call each other, isn't it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Up and down. I want to dance like this. Every chance. Come on. Is everybody dancing? I want to see pictures of you dancing on your social media. I want to see pictures. I want you to dress up extra. Dress extra. Go out. Venus is in Gemini. Go get them. Go get them, girls. Mars is in his home sign of Aries. He's packed. And don't worry if there's many on the go. Venus likes to play. Woo! I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. Jesus, I don't think anyone's ready for this jelly. Once we get out of lockdown, that's what it's going to be like. We're out. We're in the pubs. We're in the bars. Jesus, we're all going to be like jelly. Where are you going first? Oh my God. Right underneath, where are you going first? And who are you going with? I don't think you're ready for this. Woo! And that is a wrap. You seen my own wind machine? I've got my own wind machine. Oh, don't you just love it? Love you all. Have a great week.